Students, welcome to DAV Moyle Public School. In today's subject of science, we will study about human eye and the colorful world. As you can see in this picture, different types of human eye are there. You will find in human. Some are this purplish in color, blue. This purplish color is known as amethyst. Second one is blue, turquoise, green, grey, honey, brown, pure hazel, true sapphire. These are certain types of human eye, different color of human eye you will find in nature. So in this video, what we will see different parts of human eye, their functions, how it works, we will see in this video. So let's proceed. So as you can see, this is the front view of human eye and this is the side view of human eye. So human eye, it is 25 mm in diameter and which is approximately 1 inch. Side view of human eye, it is 25 mm and it is approximately 1 inch. And it is located inside a skull of human orbit. That skull is known as orbit. So this human eye, 25 mm human eye, its diameter is 25 mm. It is located inside the skull. That skull is known as orbit. And if you see, this is the side view of human eye and different parts are mentioned over here. And if you see the front view of human eye, it looks like this. This white portion is the first layer of human eye, that is known as sclerotic layer, which is white portion. This bluish portion, it is known as iris. In this picture, it is of blue color, and if person varies, this color of iris changes. And pupil, the black portion, which is pupil. And as you can see, this is eyelid, eyelash. Eyelid is the upper cover of human eye, and this hairy structure, it is eyelash. Lacrimal is also there. Small pink portion, which is you might have seen over here, small pink portion, that is known as lacrimal. Tear duct is also present, from which tear comes, that is tear duct. So this is the front view of human eye, and we will study this human eye properly. So as you can see in this picture, different parts of human eye. This human eye, it is divided into 3 layers. So the first layer, it is known as sclerotic layer. As you can see in this previous video, the wall of human eye, it is made up of 3 layers, that is sclera, choroid and retina. So the white portion, which is known as sclerotic layer, it is a tough opaque white substance. And first layer, it is that. Second layer of human eye, which is of 25 mm, it is known as choroid. Choroid, it is black in color. Why is it black in color? So that it prevents internal reflection. And third layer is known as retina, where images are formed. So as you can see, 3 layers. The white portion, it is the sclera, choroid, black portion of human eye, and last one, that is retina. So inner retina. So the wall of human eye, it is of 3 parts: sclera, choroid and retina. Choroid is black in color so that it prevents internal reflection and protect retina and other types of cell, which we will see in the coming slides. Now, sclera, the first layer of sclera, it is a transparent layer. That transparent layer, it is known as cornea. And the ray of light first comes from cornea and then it travels through different parts. Now this second layer, that is aqueous humor. As you can see, this is aqueous humor. After cornea, the next part of human eye, that is aqueous humor. This is aqueous humor. It is a watery substance and refraction occurs from this portion also. So the refractive index of aqueous humor is 1.33. This aqueous humor, the main purpose of this aqueous humor is to provide nutrition to cells. Since the first portion of this human eye will not get nutrition since blood vessels are not present over here. So what does this aqueous humor does? Aqueous humor provides nutrition to cells, this lens and all, so that it can survive. Since blood vessels cannot reach over here, so aqueous humor helps in providing nutrition to cells and all. Now third part, that is lens, that is crystalline lens. This crystalline lens, it is a biconvex lens. Always remember, it is a crystalline lens. It is biconvex lens, and this biconvex lens separates two chamber of human eye. The lens, this one is the posterior chamber, sorry, interior chamber, and this after lens, everything comes under posterior chamber. So human eye, this eye lens separate two chambers of human eye. So before this portion, it is anterior chamber, and after this portion, lens, from this lens portion, this side portion, it is known as posterior chamber. This lens is controlled by two types of muscles over here. One muscles is over here, second one is over here. These muscles are known as ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles contract and relax. As you can see, this ciliary muscles contract and relax, and because of which this eye lens changes its focal length depending upon what we are seeing. So ciliary muscles helps the eye lens to contract and relax. I forgot to tell one thing, that is of iris. Iris consists of, iris is a small diaphragm. This is a small diaphragm, and as you can see in this picture, this is a blue iris, and depending upon different individuals, iris color changes. As you have seen in the previous slides, some was amethyst blue, green, and so on. So that color of iris depends upon DNA. You will come to know in bio exactly about how color of iris becomes, changes, and so on. So with iris, from iris we are not seeing from iris. So whatever light comes, the iris absorbs that light. It will not refract. So the absorbs that light. It does the phenomenon of reflection, not refraction. Whatever we are seeing, we are not seeing because of iris. We are seeing because of pupil. This iris contracts and relax, because of which this pupil, as you can see, this pupil, it will become smaller and larger because of iris. Depending upon the intensity of light, we will see how the pupil works. Now, eye lens, I have another part that is known as chamber or Vittori's body. Again, Vittori's body is a fluid-like substance. It is filled with water. It is a fluid-like substance. It is filled with water, and again, its refractive index is similar to aqueous humor. It is a watery body. It is 1.337 Vittori's humor refractive index. And after refractive index, we have third part that is known as retina. Retina is the third layer of human eye, which is residing over here. This retina consists of special type of cells, 125 million photoreceptor cells. These cells are known as rods and cones. We will see what exactly these rods and cones are in the coming slides. And from this retina, I have a special spot. That spot is known as a blind spot. And from this blind spot is present over here. And one nerve is going to the brain. That nerve is known as optic nerve. Whatever image is obtained on retina is being transferred by this optic nerve to our brains in the form of electrical signals, and that signals is perceived and we see. So if for an instant, so this was the basic part of human eye. We will see what is foveal centrals and all. Foveal centrals, basically first we will see what is retina, then what is foveal centrals. Majority of the things over here we have seen. Rectus muscles, it is basically helps muscles for human eye, that is lens to contract and relax. It controls the movement of all. You can simply say eyeball, it controls the movement of this eyeball, complete eyeball. This lateral rectus muscle, this medial rectus muscle, it controls the movement. As you see in different direction, that it controls this direction of your eyeball. Roads are responsible for intensity of color. Whatever
Here
color.
are some results.
Second. As I was telling about retina, retina consists of two types of cells. That cells are known as rods and cones. Rods are responsible for intensity, how much the intensity of light is, whereas the cone cells which are present in retina are responsible for colors. You might be wondering what is the difference. So rods, it can even work in dim light, but cone cells always requires light. As you might be wondering that if for an instant, if you imagine that you are in a dark room, and if you close all the lights, but still you would be able to see a glimpses of it. That you are seeing that image, it is mainly because of rod cells. And as you quickly switch on the light, you will see different colors which are present in human in nature. That in that circumstances, you that point cone cells are active. So collectively you are able to see in cone cells. Since cone cells are only active in bright light, you are seeing it. But rod cells can even work in dim light. Now, from the retina, real inverted image is obtained. Whatever you are seeing from the nature, that image is directly obtained on retina, but that image is real and inverted. You might have studied in previous classes that image, whenever rays of light are coming parallelly, that rays are always obtained at focus. So that focus point is nothing but retina. As you have studied in previous video, that image is always real and inverted. So that real and inverted image which are obtained on retina are being transferred with the help of optic nerve to the human brain. So that human brain converts real and inverted image into real erect image, and in that particular manner you are able to see. Now other point, that is macula, that is foveal centrals. Foveal centrals is exactly the center portion of retina. That center portion, it is mainly about intensity of light. The exact center where images are obtained, that center is known as foveal centrals. Now, as you can see a junction point over here between retina and optic nerve. That junction point is known as blind spot. If rays of light directly intersect at optic, that is blind spot, at that point of time you won't be able to see. At that point of time, that is rods and cone cells becomes inactive, and you won't be able to see whenever ray of light directly intersect at optic nerve. Previous video about pupils and all. As you have seen this, there are two nature of human eye. One is bright and dim light. In bright light, as you can see, whenever extreme intensity is there, in bright sunlight, your eye, your human, your eye consists of a small opening. That opening is known as pupil. That pupil size become relatively very small. Why is it so? Because less amount of eye can enter into a retina. And whereas in dark situations, this pupil expands. Why is it so? Because majority of rays of light can travel through the pupil and image can be obtained. So this is the behavior of pupil. The same thing is explained over here also. In dim light, in bright light, the pupil becomes small. As you can see, this is small opening. That small thing is known as aperture. You can even say aperture. It becomes small, and in dark light, it becomes enlarged. As I was telling, the eyeball. This is an eyeball. This is the first one, eyelid, pupil. All the things over here I've told. Now one thing which I did not told, that is limbus. Limbus is exactly the border portion between cornea and sclera. Other everything I have told over here. So you can go through this, whatever is written over here, take a screenshot and you can proceed towards it. Now, how to draw human eye. I've made an animation. You can go through it. This is the human structure of human eye. You have to make this structure in this particular manner. Now, as I was telling, the first one, the first layer, that is this portion, is cornea. The marking should be from the first one, not the second one. This arrow should be from the first one. That one is cornea. This gap is the aqueous chamber. This is crystalline lens. This biconvex lens, more precisely biconvex lens, because it has two refracting surface. Biconvex lens. This portion, it is ciliary muscles. This one ciliary muscles. This is another ciliary muscles. This another with fluid like structure, that is Vitreous chamber. Why? What is the function of Vitreous chamber? If Vitreous chamber is not there, the whole eyeball would not be able to maintain the structure of it. The main purpose of Vitreous chamber is to maintain the structure of eyeball. So now third one, that one, as you can see, I've made my arrow in this particular manner. Why is it so? Because the inner screen of this retina, this portion, this diagram, is the retina, the inner screen. That's why arrow is indicated from this direction. That's why it is retina. The exact center, which is located over here, that is foveal centrals, and the junctions between, this is the optic nerve, and the junction between, and as you can see, this complete thing is the retina. The junction is forming between blind spot and retina. uh, Junction is forming between retina, this is the retina, and this is the optic nerve. A point of intersection is happening. That point of intersection is blind spot, where no images are formed, as this is optic nerve. Now we will see how does human eye works. First one, light goes from cornea. Second one is aqueous humor, pupil, biconvex lens, Vitreous chamber, retina. It consists of sensitive cells, light sensitive cells, rods and cones. Rods, intensity of color, and cones, it is mainly responsible for color. From the retina, it travels through optic nerve, and from the optic nerve, it goes through brain. So as I've made a flow chart of it, so the light, whatever we are seeing, it first travels from cornea. From cornea, refraction occurs, and from the from this cornea, light passes through aqueous chamber. Again, the aqueous chamber is a fluid-like substance. Refractive index of aqueous chamber is 1.33, and from this aqueous chamber, light does not pass through iris. Remember, light does not pass through iris. Light passes through pupil, a small opening which which is being controlled by the iris, and that from the small black hole, light travels through lens, and from that, this lens is nothing but biconvex lens, and from biconvex lens, light travels through Vittori's chamber, and from the Vittori's chamber, light reaches the third layer of human eye, that is retina, and this retina consists of cells made millions photoreceptor cells. Photo, why I'm saying photo, because light is a photon, that's why it we are using photoreceptor cells, since light is a photon and it is receiving that cells, that's why it is known as photoreceptor cells. Retina consists of millions and millions of photoreceptor cells. That cells are nothing but rods and cones. Rods, as you can see, a rod, this cells, it is basically rod shaped, and the color cell, it is a cone shaped cell which are present in retina. And from the retina, the whatever we are seeing, it travels through optic nerve. In retina, always remember, real inverted images are obtained, and from the retina, whatever we are seeing, it travels, it is being taken by the optic nerve, and from the optic nerve, brain perceive that image, and from that brain we are able to see erect image. Now, whatever I've told, again, this part is very important. Different parts of human eye is mentioned over here. So here all written contents are given over here. You can take screenshot of it and proceed. Whatever I've told, it is written over here, and even it is important from your board exam perspective. Descriptions, function, what is the sclerotic functions, what are the functions, choroid, cornea, aqueous chamber, crystalline lenses. You can go through this and write in your papers. Again, other functions are also there: ciliary muscles, vitreous chamber, optic nerve, retina. Again, different things are written, which I've covered in previous slides and all. Functions, yellow spot, macula, rods and cones. Everything is written over here. I hope you have understood it, pause it properly, and understand it accordingly. Thank you and have a nice day.